know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this?
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice.
Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, I don't never rest. Down said hunt, kick a punt, then I make them catch. 5,000 ones in the hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. 50-yard TD.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 8. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up with...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll look to throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Mike 56, Mike 56. Come off the ball hard. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
I got one. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Let's go.
Looking to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zach Bond. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
15, Pioneer. 57 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Right here.
They'll set up a throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Night, sweetheart.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They'll drop to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. Second and 2.
Cowboy 80s. Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey, we got 3 down. Check, 93's the mic, 93.
They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Running right, Jones. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready, break. 57. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 57's a mic. 57's a mic. Hey, check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
57's the mic. 50. Curve 19. Curve 19. I got you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got you, son.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The mic. Watch 57. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30.
They ain't ready for us.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
109 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Pick it up, D. Minus 57's mine. What we got?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
They hand it off to Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
3 down. 49, check 49. Hustle. Check. Fresno.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hurt. We got right there. Hurt.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Check. 3 down. Check 9. 70 Lions.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready up. Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. 45. Check 45. Watch the run.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You
Yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
I got you. 57.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
and they hate that. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
Yeah, what's up?
Eat 'em up, yo.
Yeah, I was on a little diet.
Eat 'em
Ready
up.
for the summer. Even if they
Eat
don't
'em
want
up,
it, we
yo.
gon' give it to them.
Eat 'em up. If I don't do nothing, I serve. Really, I'm super absurd. Got 'em all dead like purge. Leave 'em speechless, no words. Leave 'em speechless, no. Coming in first, who's third? Tight fit, showing my. Lights coming action like verbs. Going hard for my sisters. Hurry up, take my picture. Heels hurt, I got blisters. Touchdown, make me richer. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that. I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
Yeah, what's up?
Eat 'em up, yo.
Yeah, I was on a little diet.
Eat
Ready
'em
for
up.
the summer. Even if they
Eat
don't
'em
want
up,
it, we
yo.
gon' give it to them.
Eat 'em up. I could do it better than he can. Really like that, no pretend. Had to get him back just to revenge. I'ma go to Paris for the weekend.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink.
They talking about making industry music. They want me to count to y'all, but I ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty. Wonder how he felt watching his dog casket fall. I had to tell my YG stop. He don't like to pass the ball. That chicken, he talking big hit. I was kicking in houses for it. That's two different tickets, right? Oh yeah, they louder, boy. Them players lazy, they don't get no bread. Yeah, they be couching, boy. Them labels scouting, boy. They talking M's only the 1,000, boy. They get you touched and they get you fouled, boy. I'm talking. You out of bounds, boy. They always screaming, Rich be snapping. I say the collar, boy. I'ma lose the roof and the stain. Please don't test me like on that boy Johnny. And ain't talking dang. It's like everything look cut them drop. They go insane, they want a pitch. Ain't gon' get in the beef. I'ma just make them blitz. Round 4 deep in the sprinter. How that's your girl? And she in my rental. We ain't had cable. We ain't even had no channels. They changed the channel and they see me. I'm signing deals and not no plea. And I got extensions, we won't be sparing you. Chasing who? Pursuing who? I won't be chasing you. I'm 4-1, I lost the count. I'ma charge it to the game. 438 is not a game, it's just a music thing. Last player got out his lane, put right back in his lane. I'ma sit that pat when I get to Cali. Hope it get sent back over. Rain in your range, ain't send no players. All I'm getting ran. Want me to count to y'all, but I ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty. Wonder how he felt watching his dog casket fall. I had to tell my YG stop. He don't like to pass the ball. He don't like to pass the ball. I had to tell my YG stop. He don't like to pass the ball. Kicking it. Straight off Adderall.
ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
Dame la ciencia.
I've been sitting back cool and I've been watching the game. I've been looking lean. Everybody show off. They keep asking where the real bars at and where the real stars at. I'm ready to, you know she about to go off. Look, I never said I was a gangster, but I'm harder than you. Can I smart man? I know everything you know about. Like, how you playing with a that be running with the ops? I went surprised when they caught you at the house. Look, I be trying to stack it up. I ain't working to impress, baby. We are not the same. You be stacking just to flex. Had to get it on my own, so I'm mapping out the quest. And I ain't never laying up. I'm stomping dead on dick. Heard these threats, but it ain't no way I can't go. I'm a red up, that's some shit I ain't know. I'm a real rapper, send me beats, I blank those. And this is on the biggest good. I hate. They be tuned in heavy, love to listen, cause I'm calm with the flow. Got the whole team chasing paper, I ain't got a chance to tell them how I feel, but I'm proud of my bros. Look, I want everybody in. I ain't selfish with the paper when it's time, put my dogs on the road. I was 19 when them folks started saying I'm the best, until this day they still call me the GOAT. Look, I earned that. Home gotta walk across your bridge, I'ma burn that. Spit the whole block, they still talking, we gon' turn back. Ain't no honor, they be jealous, want your life. Gotta keep them folks far away from it, had to learn it. But no love lost. And no love gain. I cannot get on board of the love train. Bust them racks down 50-50, that's a love thing. Rapping is a hot bone and do it on my downtime. Otherwise I'm getting money. Took a break from it, they ain't see the bigger picture, so they left when it was dark. Now I'm back in the motion and I'm being all about mine. Or they won't in when it's sunny. They don't want me on their song cause they be hating on the kid, but tell them name a hard to tell.
They wanna eat off my plate. They wanna eat off me. When I had my vision, you couldn't see it. I'm off the better things. I'm only doing it's gonna make me elevate. Only one people around that's gonna make me better. And that it's so They ask how I get that I'm too busy in this money, in this cheddar. My daddy let me down, but I promise you I won't let him. I won't say that man, but won't make me better. Me my breast still beef right now, cause he get that letter. Numb to the pain. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, everybody. I can't trust nobody. I need me a chat party. Don't invite me to no party. Pull up in that it's so They ask how I get that I'm a hustler, baby.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Murray has the first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Murray. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing again, Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, caught by Green. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Play action. Now Jackson. Out to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Oh, look at that. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Murray. And the reception made by Green. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Get away. Level up. Underdog coming up. Just came through to switch up the vibe. Wanna be one of us. Cutting up. Getting real. Came through to have a good time. Man, I can't get enough. Off the red eye. By my bread eye. Make no mistake, boy. It's all business at the end of the day. Oh, Damn, you look good. I ain't seen you in a minute. Keep a solid shit. I can only turn the liquid. Hot dog the pot, popping grease off the skillet. I don't know about y'all, but I can feel the climate shit.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot. I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my hot finesse, my not flexing. I fell out and cut the check, my not polize the set, but I been taking hits like I can die like any morning of the day, the dawn of the dead day. I don't see nothing but red. I gather the blankets and milk and the bread. I come from the east and I'm traveling west. Got a machete, I chop it, the nigga, the serpent, determined the plot and the threats. It ain't no stopping and run, popping son of God, dropping anybody who next. I want a mansion, I got 1 million advances. I'm gonna stay in Atlanta. Most of them move to LA and throw all of their money away and move back with their parents. I see the canvas, I got the brush in my hand, the colors are mixing again. Grabbing the stick with my hand, I drop my guts. The world is us, so what? Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My hit is ready to bust, kicking the door when I come at the cut. Well, yeah. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My hit is ready to bust, do what I do and I say what I want. Well, yeah, mama, your kid in the magazine. I had a stack on my jacket at Grammy. We see the audacity. I was a bad kid, bad city. You see the duality. Who tryna battle me, huh? Hitters is after me, can I be that many? Who wanna fuck me up? Fatality really is up, it's sure, undoubtedly. Baby gon' touch the bucks. My salary double. Your baby daddy maybe triple. I'm trouble. I get the tackle and the pick and I hustle. I had to have it, had to get in the huddle. In the gravel and rubble. Got me a second, I'm trying to be subtle. We just acting like a dog with a muzzle. See the bagger, put him back in the puddle. We attacking, better stand back and watch her run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in a slot. Trying to bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you wanna do is talk, I don't need talk. I heard somebody talk. I can pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Banging my chest and my head on the locker. Feeling like Walker Flock of Flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out of pocket, but I rock with the game. Animosity was inside of me, so I'm like a product of power. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My hit is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut. Okay. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My hit is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut. Okay.
I look at the stars. They asking me what do I see? I noticed that lately all them constellations been looking like me. Inspired to shine, inspired to dream. I think of my life and I feel that I may be as good as I seem. Coming up, I dreamt of the checks I be running up. I sat on my bed writing lyrics and songs. I would practice some more, but it wasn't enough. I wanna perform, I want a crowd singing it back to me, stadium loud. Homies in front turning up, getting down. They gone off the and proud. That energy hit when the lights on. That energy hit when it's my song. I'm starting to think like a mogul. I'm starting to feel like an icon. Cause I ain't the same and I know it, but I got the heart of a poet. That money is good, but it's new here. I'm trying so hard not to blow it. Cause all of my friends walk around and they icy, pricey. But when it come to me, I prefer just a tee and some Nikes. Fight me, I might be running from changes, I like how it is. Easy to cover the life that I live. Still ain't got used to the sight from the crib. I knew I would have it when I was a kid. At moments the nights would be dark, won't hold you, the journey was long. Through all of the imagine the younger me singing the song, yeah. Like hickory dickory, my clock has been ticking to victory. I don't have a fear in the world. Whenever it's time, I know they'll be listening. Hickory dickory dog, it's a biblical dog. If I want to think, then I know that I gotta get the rock. Gotta go harder with every drop. I be remembered like Biggie and Pac. That be the reason I stay on my grind. I ain't wasting no time when I'm racing the clock, yeah. Hickory dickory dog, it's a biblical dog. If I can see them as a link, then I know that I gotta behave as the watch. Crank up if only by a notch. Master the art and then give him a swatch. Put everything that I got on the line. I ain't wasting no time cause I'm racing the clock, yeah. I'm a star now, and visions don't feel very far now. My parents were stressing. Worry no more cause your girl got a job now. And she can afford an apartment. And soon she gon' push it to start it. And everyone know who she is. When she leave the crib, she not getting carded. And that ain't from college, nah. That is all by the wonderful work of her hands. And maybe the prayers y'all sent up at midnight when y'all ain't know if I could see out my plan, yeah. But mama, I made it. And daddy, I'm faded. It's how I stay grounded. Cause I'm elated, yeah. Now all of my messages full of these who say we're related. I never met, no. Why would I make out a check to him? Listen, I know how that sounded. It might have been different if I grew up next to him. We've been so distant, they question me if I found out how to send out a text to him. It was just me with my head down, eyes red, barely slept in my bed. 14-hour bus rides, windows pillow my head. I knew it was coming, yeah, so I never stopped running. I'm watching the lights go by. I sat on that bus, I was humming, yeah. Hickory dickory dog. If I want to think, then I know that I gotta get the rock. Gotta go harder with every drop. I be remembered like Biggie and Pac. That be the reason I stay on my grind. I ain't wasting no time when I'm racing the clock, yeah. Hickory dickory dog, it's a biblical dog. If I can see them as a link, then I know that I gotta behave as the watch. Crank it up if only by a notch. Master the art and then give him a swatch. Put everything that I got on the line. I ain't wasting no time cause I'm racing the clock, yeah.
Don't stop. Ay, she say, don't stop. Tears don't stop. At home scared, so the fear don't stop. Speak not grip, rent don't stop. Don't stop. Ay, and the fear don't stop. Kids don't stop. Watch your progress. This don't stop. Cause
we find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Steps away. inside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Now Murray throwing on second down. Going deep for Hopkins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. He'll buy some time right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back, and he's able...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
These two teams all tied after 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.